Robert, some good, some bad. How would you describe, in your words, besides the loss, your performance?
Not good enough to win. That's all that matters. We lost the game. Guys fought really, really hard, but we know how bad we need wins right now, and we didn't come out here and do it today. And I have to play better for that to happen, regardless of any box score or any stats. I know that I can play better. I know we can play better, and we'll do that after this bye week.
Robert, you took a lot of hits in that game. It looked like on the final drive you were a little bit bent over. Were you in pain? Were you exhausted? How were you feeling?
It's a Warriors game, man. Nobody's out there playing pain-free. No one's out there, playing 100% all the time. So I'll do anything I have to do to help this team win. Even if it's a boo-boo, a bump or a bruise here or there, it doesn't matter.
Robert, it almost seemed like the ideal situation. You got the ball in your hands, time left to go to march downfield. How excited were you there, and then just how frustrating was it for it not to come through?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I get excited in those kind of moments. You get one drive to win the game. That's what you want to be able to go do for your team. So personally looking at the game, and I haven't even watched the film yet, but I put that on me. I put that on my shoulders because I didn't get it done at the end of the game. So say what you want. Say what you want about any other phase of the game. The way I look at it is I could have played better to help us win there at the end. And I'll still cherish those moments. In the next game when it comes, we'll come through.
Jay had mentioned during the week just the prospect of facing that live game situation when guys are coming at you. How did you feel handling that, just with the ankle, mentally, everything about that?
Yeah, I thought this was a good test for our offense with everything that they do with the double A's and the blitzes and the overload blitzes and bluffing and running the coverage. And, it's a really good defense. And, collectively I thought we did a good job. We played good on offense, but not good enough to win the game. That's all that matters. So we'll go back, watch the film, get better from it, come off this bye, and get ready to get rolling. Yeah, I mean, it's not about me, man. I know everybody wants to sit here and ask me questions because I'm the one sitting up here with the mic in front of me. But at the end of the day, the only thing that I attribute to me is, the loss. Everything else is collectively, us as a whole. And I know these guys will fight every time we go out there, so I'll put everything I got for them.
Early on, was just talking to us about the bus accident on the way here. Said you guys were sitting up front. Can you just kind of describe what you saw and maybe what kind of impact that had on getting here and your warm up and everything?
No, I mean that was it was a scary moment, honestly. We probably had half a second, if that, to react on that bus, and that was the guys in the front. Myself and DY were sitting at the very front, and we saw the bus hit the bus, and we both thought we were going to fly out the window shield. So, everybody got a little bit of whiplash, I believe. We bumped our knees on the front of the little guard because we were sitting there in the front. But it was scary, man. It was scary to be in that situation. You don't expect that being on a bus heading to a game to get in a wreck, especially a wreck that bad that could have been catastrophic. Had the bus driver on the other bus not saved everybody. So I'll leave someone else to tell that story. But we're grateful to be able to come out here and be able to play a game. A lot of guys had their lives flash before their eyes, and it was not a good moment.
Robert, what did you see in that interception right before halftime?
Yeah, I mean, I just threw it inside. Point blank period. Dre ran a great route. Just left the ball inside. Didn't come out of my hand right. Wind caught it. Doesn't matter. It was left inside at the end of the day, and I can't let that happen. But I thought we did a good job coming back and responding after that interception in the second half. Put some good drives together and put points on the board. So we were able to overcome that, but it's not acceptable, and it won't happen.
Between the wreck and the protests outside and the pregame report about you and your relationship with the team, which I don't even know if you heard or not, do you ever just wish it were about football with this team and then you guys could concentrate on just football?
Yeah, man, I think the locker room does a great job concentrating on football. I don't know what happened with the report, but obviously, we all know about the protests and with the wreck that happened before the game. But in that locker room, we focus on what's going on in there and what's going on that field. And can't really worry about the negativity that's swirling around. Someday that'll stop. I truly believe that. I believe someday the negativity will stop, and people will stop trying to tear us down from the outside in. And make it look like it's coming from the inside out. So I believe that. I believe God has a plan, and he'll make it work.
Robert, that report said that you've personally alienated the locker room, that some guys don't want you to start. What, if anything, have you seen to make you think that is the case, and how do you get that type of stuff to stop?
Yeah, I mean, we could hold a panel of the guys that were in there that got the media out of the locker room. I know exactly what happened. We were laughing. They were creating a joke, and it escalated quickly. And I think the Washington media, the people that are here, will understand and know that, I mean, at the end of the day, it is our locker room. And both sides need to respect each other at the end of the day. And you guys have a job to do. We have a job to do. And it won't happen again, but it had nothing to do with them worrying about me starting or not wanting to start. They were just saying, hold it down for the team in the interview, because they knew how big of an interview it was, being that I was going to be the starter again. So it's completely false, the reasoning behind that report. But, you know, I try not to dive into what you guys have to do.
Of that speculation, whether it's legit or not,
It's
are
not
there
legit.
things that,
It's
and
not
if it's
legit.
not, I get that. If it's not, are there things though that you need to do better to sort of quell that? Are there actions that you need to take, whether it's legit or not?
Yeah,
as
it's
the
not
quarterback?
legit, but I think what I could do is I could hold joint press conferences. Me, Pierre, Chris Baker, Adam Hayward, Jarvis Jenkins, all of us, we can all be in a joint press conference and hold it together, and maybe that'll make people think that it's not always all about me. But at the end of the day, you guys are the ones doing the interviews. I just have to be available. I don't call press conferences. I didn't call this press conference. And like I said, if we could just focus on football and not have to do all this other stuff, we'd love to do that. But this is part of our job too, and we have to take care of this too.
Anyone else? You on the second bus?
Yeah, I was on the second bus that hit the first bus. Not us. We just kind of got the whiplash and got hit. It was more so the bus driver on the first bus that had the coaches and everybody on it. They almost went over definitely could have rolled over the edge, and he rolled back over the guardrail from the grass back onto the highway to save them for that. So real grateful for that, man.
Did you see that happening? Did you see the first bus you were in? Did you have that kind of vision?
Yeah, we did. I mean, I was at the very front, so me and DY both saw it, and yeah, it's crazy.
All right, let's talk about the game. On a football thing, one of the criticisms, I guess, hold on to the ball too long, take too many sacks. Okay, some of that was there, but you made some big plays by extending plays. How do you balance that in your mind, that you know what you can do in those spots, and then sometimes it's going to cost you a little bit?
Let me play football, man. Let me play football. That's our job, is to go out there and have fun, be the players that we know we can be. And I always tell my offensive line, I'll try not to hold on to the ball too long and make plays for them. But in crucial situations today, I thought we all did a good job extending the plays, line blocking a little longer for me, and the receivers and running backs working down the field. So you just got to play ball, man. It's not going to be perfect out there. You just got to pull out the wins, and today we didn't pull that out. And like I said, I put that on me.
Obviously, you'd have liked to go into the bye with a win. Because that didn't happen, what's your mindset like? You don't have another game to bounce back quickly with. What will the next 2 weeks be like for you?
I mean, everybody's going to be upset, period. Coaches, players, staff, organization will be upset on this bye week. But it'll make us that much hungrier when we come off it and ready to get on a roll. Not that a win wouldn't have done that, but, your sense of urgency definitely heightens after a loss going into the bye week, sitting at 3-6, looking to do what we did in 2012 and get on a roll.
I know you didn't get the win, but we talked this week about your nerves coming back, coming off an injury. For your confidence, though, were you happy that you were able to come out and be as sharp as you were, knowing that you haven't played in weeks?
Yeah, and it's what I said, leading up to this game, was that I was going to lean on the guys around me. And Pierre, D-Jack, offensive line, running backs, everybody made plays out there for me that allowed my rust not to show as much, and I was able to be sharp. In the passing game and with the run checks and everything. But I attribute that more to them being prepared and taking care of their job and making my job easier. So it's great to have that feeling when you can get out there, and it's not like it was last year. And it's not because they weren't playing at a high level. It was just collectively as a whole we weren't. And coaches are on board, players are on board, and everybody's focused on getting their job done, and all I have to do is go out there and be me.
Thanks, Griff. We're done, guys.
Thanks, guys.